Hello Cancer, welcome to Empress Moon Tarot. This is going to be your mid-month reading for October the 15th through the 31st. There will not be a weekly reading for this week, and this will be your mid-month. In an effort to save time in these videos, I've gone ahead and I've pre-shuffled and cut the deck and pulled out your cards. I don't know what we're going to find here, but that will be a voyage of discovery for us both. And if you would prefer, if you would prefer me shuffling online, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 minutes just to, sometimes longer than that actually. So just let me know in the comments if you'd prefer shuffling online or not. I thought this might be better just to reduce time. So Cancer, let's see what we have for you. So we have the Hangman. It looks like I pulled the cards out in reverse. I don't read reversals. So the Hangman, the World, and the Sun in our past line. Our present, we have the Page of Wands, Death in the center of the Lover. You have a ton of major arcanas here, Cancer. We have the Hermit, the Moon, the Five of Wands. Cancer, I would just like to point out that 7 of your 9 cards are major arcanas. 7. That's just downright unbelievable. Utterly amazing. So central to your reading for the next 2 weeks, the overall theme of the next 2 weeks for you is going to be revolving around transformation. Something's transforming, and as we read the cards, we'll try to figure out whether that's self-growth or a situation, work, relationship. I'm getting the feeling it might involve a relationship. So when the Death card comes into a reading, it basically says that something is coming to an end in order for there to be some sort of transformation. It's moving you away from past hurts, past struggles, and into something new. So in our past, if you recall, the past could be yesterday, it could be last week, it could be last month, it could be last year, multiple years ago. It's kind of hard to say. We have the Hangman, we have the World, and we have the Sun. So this tells me that there was some sort of circumstance, some sort of situation in which you were very, very unclear about what to do, and it was a very, very difficult decision for you. So what you chose to do was to not do anything. You chose to sit around and just wait for clarity to come to you. Well, I do see that clarity and that enlightenment about the situation did come to you. And maybe it's just now starting to come to you. But you did gain some sort of clarity on this decision, on this situation. And it looks like you are moving forward, Cancer. Because the world is when we look back at how far we've come, and we see all the moments that brought us to where we are now, and appreciate the good moments and things of that nature. It's a card of harmony. It's also an end of a cycle. So we have this end of the cycle with the World, and another moving towards another ending, a complete ending of a cycle and transformation of what appears to me to be a relationship related struggle. Now as we move forward in our current position, we have the Page of Wands, which is that tremendous optimism and that kind of overall passionate viewpoint on things. And it's when there's something in our life that is creating such a point of happiness, which the Sun card is very much related to happiness. that it's something that we don't want to let go of, and so we tend to hold on to it very tightly. Well, I see that one thing that you were holding on to very tightly is a love relationship. It's a love interest. And whether you're married in a committed relationship or just recently started seeing each other, whatever the case may be, it's very possible that this could be a soulmate relationship. Well, with the Page of Wands, well, we don't want to lose that very thing, you know, that brings us such tremendous joy and such tremendous peace. Sometimes we can hold on a little bit too tightly, and that can in turn be a very possessive and jealous energy. So it's possible, and see, and we have confusion moving forward in this transformation. Confusion, still confusion about the relationship. Because I see here trying to seek clarity with the Hermit, trying to seek clarity with the Hangman, eventually receiving that enlightenment. But I see that this confusion has caused a inner battle for you, Cancer. Now keep in mind, this is a general reading. It won't be for everybody. So if you find that this is not resonating with you, you might want to check your birth chart and check your rising, moon, or Venus signs. But what I'm seeing here is a period of inner struggle associated with making a decision about this love interest. And that decision, and we're gonna clarify a little bit, but that decision regarding this love interest, well, you seem to, you know, you kind of just waited it out. You were hoping it would kind of work itself out. You did receive some enlightenment about the situation and some clarity, however, not quite exactly what you were looking for, because here we go back into hermit mode. This period of you know, reflection and contemplation about the circumstances, because confusion. The moon brings confusion. And both of these, you know, kind of confused decision-making energies are associated with that clarity. You've been seeking that clarity. You know, if this is a love interest, it's sometimes, you know, when you meet that certain someone, you know, that seems to be such a great match for you, and it could have been this amazing match that you weren't quite expecting, and it kind of hits you at the wrong time in your mind, and it's had to cause you to go through this transformation. Either it's caused you, soulmate unions often cause us to have to look at things from our past that we need to fix, or circumstances that need to be fixed in our life, you know, different ways of looking at things, and they come in to produce a change in us when they enter our life. And sometimes that can be a back and forth cyclical type of energy until all of that stuff is worked out to where you guys can come together in a point of peace. And I'm seeing a lot of that, because I'm seeing an inner battle, and I'm seeing confusion, and you feeling like you kind of need to be in your own headspace to try to figure everything out. So I sense that this relationship just was so shocking to come around at a time perhaps you weren't expecting it. You may have still been holding on to past hurts, past people, but you really are very, very passionate about this person. They bring you a great deal of joy, and I do see tremendous happiness here. But boy, Cancer, it looks like you're really, really confused. Really confused. And I do see that, like, even in this period where you were waiting for some sort of clarity, you were going through internal struggles. It's like the internal struggles appear to have been rather, you know, overwhelming for you. Spirit, why is the Page of Wands here, please? The Page of Wands. Wow. Okay. Page of Wands. You really do see, we've got the Ten of Cups and the King of Cups. So you really do see this person, this love interest, as potential long-term happiness in your life. Marriage, you know, commitment, children, you know, you see that potential with them. And you're very much in control of your emotions, but yet you're confused about them. So even though, you know, you're not letting your emotions overrun you, but you really just, there's something associated with this that you don't have full clarity on. Spirit, why is the Hangman here? What direction can you give us on the Hangman, please, Spirit? Can you give me 2 more, please? Okay, and 1 more. Heroes, trying to be great and not have to shuffle much, right? All right, I think that's all we're going to get on that. So I do see that this person, the clarity that you were seeking on this was whether or not you should pursue this person. See, we don't have the Lovers in our past row. We have them in our present. And the Hangman came up with the leap of faith, that enthusiasm of taking a chance on something and communication. And so I feel that the initial decision and the initial confusion was whether or not to approach this person. And so I do see that, you know, you did get the clarity that you needed for that, and you did approach this person, but now you're you see such tremendous potential with them, but now you're in this confused energy again. And you're recognizing that in order to have that happiness, in order to have that long-term happiness, you have to let go of the past, and you need to make some changes, and maybe that's what's confusing you some more. Spirit, why is the Moon here for Cancer? Oh my, okay, 4. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Swords, the Hierophant, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands, most definitely. Okay, so you are really just, you're completely in your head beating yourself up over whether or not you should enter into some sort of relationship. And this isn't now. Keep in mind, this is our future. So this could be next week, next month, you know, whatever the case may be. But you're going to be really torn and really burdened by the fact, you know, whether or not this person that you're so passionate about, whether or not you want to extend an offer to them to be in a committed relationship. And so that's where this confusion is going to be coming up. If you have not yet hit this, you may start seeing signs of this. But towards the end of the month, you're going to be hitting that confusion factor where perhaps, you know, you're getting a lot closer. It does appear that you might have a very strong physical bond because we do have this Knight of Wands here. And, you know, you're wondering if you should take that to a level of commitment. Okay, let's see what else we have here for you, Cancer. From the Mystical Wisdom Oracle deck, we got Face Your Fears, Release the Power of Fear. So something, you know, associated with the fear of commitment is possibly what's going to be causing you a lot of this, you know, period of self-reflection. Now just keep in mind that with this Hermit, you or the other party may run for a little while and go into a period of separation just to be able to gain some clarity on the situation. So just keep that in mind. But Cancer, it is telling you to face your fears. You know, Will Smith is the one who said, bliss is on the other end of fears. It's a quote I absolutely love. Try to remember that because you got a lot of happiness here. And in the Romance Angels, we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I'm always telling you that you have to love yourself first before you can have enough to be able to give to others and show other people love. And this is telling you, Cancer, that you deserve love. So if there's any aspect of you that's, you know, feeling insecure about whether or not you deserve to have this person in your life, or if there's any kind of self-criticism that you have, you need to let that go and move forward, because it looks absolutely beautiful. Cancer, I hope that was of help to you, and I hope the rest of your October is absolutely positively wonderful, and I'll see you again soon.